Tokozani, good day everyone. Please welcome back. This is Gogo Mahaba again. Today I want us to do pick a card. I have 4 piles of cards and each pile consists of only 2 cards. So the topic for today is my spiritual journey. So this is about you, this is about your ancestors. If you do have a spiritual gift, who is the ancestor who's currently talking to you, what type of gift you have, and about your spiritual journey. What is it which they want you to do? And if you don't have a spiritual gift, which ancestors are looking after you, which ancestors are protecting you, and how to to communicate with them and how to acknowledge them. The first pile is the one with the tiger's eye necklace. The second pile is the one with the chakra bracelet. The third eye is the one with the talisman of protection. And the fourth pile is the one with the tiger's eye stone. So what I want you to do, guys, I want you to look at those 4 piles, starting from the first to the 4th one. Thereafter, I want you to close your eyes. Just breathe in, breathe out, maybe 3 times or 5 times, just to clear your mind. When you're done and when you're ready, open your eyes, look at them again, and then choose. Choose only one pile. Thank you, guys. And when you're ready, now let's start. But before we start, I want to welcome those who are new. If you are new, we welcome you into Gogo Mahabo Spiritual Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please remember to subscribe, like our page, hit the notification bell as well. Okay, guys, now I want us to start with the first pile of cards, the one with the tiger's eye necklace. Okay, the first thing which I'm getting here is that the message coming to you right now is the message which is sent to you by the female ancestors. They're saying to you, be an open channel and remember who you are. Okay, from the look of my cards, I can tell that the ancestor who's trying to reach out to you right now is the Manguni ancestors. The Manguni ancestors are the ones whom we call the Sangoma ancestors. And I'm also getting a message that it's also the medium ancestors, the medium ancestors. These are the ancestors who are trying to reach out to you. Okay, with the Manguni ancestors, I can tell from the beads they are wearing, the lishobani which they are holding in their hands, and I can also tell from the domba which is situated behind them. A domba is a place in which we divine as sangomas, we consult our clients, we throw the divine bones, we connect to our ancestors or the ancestor of the person whom we are currently consulting. I can also tell by the dog which is behind the ancestor. As a Manguni ancestors, when you have a dream at night, when you dream about your ancestors, sometimes they can come to you as dogs. Like when you dream of dogs, especially brownish in color or goldish in color, and they are the bulldogs. When you see this dog in the dream, when this dog is like chasing you, it wants to attack you, you need to know that my ancestors are very, very angry with me, and therefore they are going to punish me. Check around your life. What is it which you are doing, which you're not supposed to be doing? Check around your life. What is this thing which you are doing, and you are doing it wrong? So, are you listening to your ancestors? Do you hear them when they talk to you? When they send messages to you, do you follow what they want you to do? Do you follow their guidelines? So check those things. And if this dog, when it comes to you in the dream, it is not attacking you, it just comes and sit next to you, it just looks at you, know that your ancestors are protecting you and they're happy with you. It means that you are on the right track. And with that, the green tree right behind the dog, as the Manguni people, or the Manguni gift, the people who have the Manguni gift, we use traditional herbs to heal, to protect, and to to attract luck and other things which we need in life. So we help people with the traditional herbs for healing, for protection, as well as for them, to get access to other things which they want to, to reach, or other things which they want in their lives in order to satisfy their daily needs. Okay, guys, now let's get into the message. They say that you must be an open channel. So I'm getting the message that the person who chose pile number one right now is someone who has a spiritual gift, and the spiritual gift which you have is the Manguni ancestors. Yes, for some who chose this pile, they may not have the spiritual gift, but they do have the Manguni ancestors who are like protecting them, who are guiding them, who are sending them blessings. What your ancestors want you to do, they want you to pay attention to your spirituality. Pay attention to your ancestors. Do not forget them. Do not forget where you come from. As you take care of your ancestors, they will bless you as well, and they will protect you as well. They want you to be a channel between them, or between other spirits and other people. Your ancestors will come to you, or other ancestors will come to you and deliver messages to you, which you must deliver to other people. Maybe that will be message of protection, message of things to be done, message of communication with their ancestors, and message about the blessings and protection and everything. So do not forget about your ancestors. Do not forget about them. Talk to them. They want you to communicate with them. You need to have an appeasement space at home where you will constantly talk to your ancestors. For the other ancestors who have passed on, let's say your grandmothers, your grandfathers, and you know where they've been buried. If they have not been brought back home, you need to take a process. Get a sangoma who's going to help you with this, or a medium who's going to help you with this, or even a prophet who's going to help you in bringing the spirit of the ancestors back home. Your ancestors need to know where you are staying. If you happen to work far from home, make sure that you go to the cemetery, explain to the ancestors that now I'm far from home, so that whenever they have a message for you, they know where to get you. And one more other thing, I want you to know that you must protect yourself from time to time. Protect your surrounding, protect your home. Because if your home is not protected, your home is not cleansed, if your home is a playground for witches, for entities, for demons, then your ancestors won't be able to enter your home. For your ancestors to be able to enter your home, there must be light surrounding your home. So fill yourself with light, a bubble of light, so that you'll be able to hear communication from your ancestors. Go to the cemetery from time to time, even if it's 2 times or 3 times or 4 times a year. Go there, clean the graves, clean the tombstones, light a white candle, and say your prayers. And then from there, give them sniff and water. This is a way to care for the ancestors. And if there is no tombstone, it's just a grave. Remember from time to time that your ancestors, they're not sleeping well because they're getting cold. A tombstone, it's like a blanket to cover the ancestors, so that where they are sleeping, they're sleeping peacefully. And if your ancestors are, spiritually healthy, if they're spiritually happy, obviously they'll be able to send you some blessings and protection. But if you don't take care of your ancestors, they won't take you of you. They won't take care. They will never take care of you as well. They will forget about you. They will turn their backs on you. And when they do that, they take everything which they gave to you before. the blessings which they gave to you, now you'll start having problems in your life. They want you to remember your culture. Do not forget your culture. Do not forget where you come from. Even if you don't have a spiritual gift, but you must do research, you must learn more about your culture, about your ancestors. Where do they come from? What type of life they used to live? What other things they used to do? The beads which they used to wear during that time. And sometimes wearing something which is traditionally connected to your ancestors will make them very, very happy. Do some research, know more or learn more about your spirituality, the type of gift you have, how does your ancestors want you to work, how do they want you to serve other people. Ask them questions and they will give you the answer through the dreams. And make sure that you always protect yourself with the bubble of light. Like I've said, they won't come to you if you are surrounded by darkness. And for you to be able to connect or to receive those messages, you must be surrounded by a bubble of light. And for you to be able to help another person, you must be surrounded by a bubble of light. How are you going to connect to your client's ancestors if there's too much darkness in you? You won't see anything. How are you going to help that person if you are surrounded by darkness? You won't be able to do that. Meaning that the traditional herbs which you are using, or maybe you are a medium, you're using water, you're using salts, whatever you'll be using, they won't have power, they won't have strength if there's too much darkness in you. Meaning that a spiritual person, a person who is spiritually gifted, must always be cleansed. They must always be protected so that they'll be able to help other people and they'll be able to protect other people. Once you are surrounded by the light, then you'll be able to send that light and that love and protection to other people. You can even send it by means of appeasement. You can send it by means of prayer or just a mere talk. So the message from your ancestors is that you have a beautiful gift. Do not be afraid of your gift. All you need to do is to connect with them, acknowledge them, communicate with them, and receive those messages. Once you receive the message, and then you'll know what you need to do. And if your ancestors are not happy, please make sure that you appease them or you pray and ask for forgiveness and start making things right. This is the message which I'm getting for you, for the people who chose pile number 1, and many blessings. Now moving to pile number 2. Pile number 2 is the one which have chakra bracelet. The message says psychic strength and respect your physical body. So here I'm getting a message from a female ancestor. And for those of you who chose pile number 2, most of you might have the psychic ability or the psychic gift. Or even if you don't have a psychic gift, but you are protected and surrounded by ancestors who have the psychic strength. So meaning that as long as you are surrounded by ancestors who have the psychic strength, it means that you are strong yourself as well, because they transferred the strength to you. To see that you are strong, you will see, like when you pray, most of the time your prayers will be answered. As long as you pray with faith and as long as you pray every day, you don't only pray when you are in trouble or when you want something. No, if you pray every day, if you acknowledge God, you acknowledge the universe, you acknowledge your spiritual guides and your ancestors. So normally psychics use objects when they divine. I can say sangomas also fall under psychics because as sangomas or the manguni, we use objects like the divine bones when we consult. So psychics will usually use things like tarot cards, like I'm using right now. They can use many things and then they are able to divine through those objects. So here, the message which is coming to you from your spiritual guides, it says that you must protect yourself. You must surround yourself with the gold light. Because as a psychic person, you can get attacked from anything. You can get attacked from witchcraft, because they will automatically know that you have a spiritual gift. You attract things like witches, you attract things like entities, you attract any other spirits or demons as well, and poltergeist as well. So they want you to protect yourself, because as a psychic, if you are not protected, obviously you won't be able to receive the message from the other side. And if you are not protected as a psychic, you are able, as long as you are using tools, especially the tarot cards like I'm using now, as long as you're not protected through this tarot cards, you can easily open door for entities. You can open door for demons. So you need to know that your ancestors love you and they want you to protect yourself as well from this side, as they are protecting you from the spiritual realm. Make sure that before you start consulting anyone, or you start divining, make sure that you cleanse your space first. We do cleansing before we start with consultations. We cleanse the space in which we are going to work in. We cleanse the objects which we are going to use. And we also cleanse ourselves every day before consultation. This is what they want you to do. So as you can see, this ancestor here, she's holding a talisman of protection. This is an object of protection. She's holding it in her hands. So there are many things which you can use to protect yourself. There are some herbs, some natural herbs or traditional herbs, which we use for protection. And you can also use objects to protect yourself. A talisman, for an example, is another object to protect yourself. Yes, you can have some beads which are protecting you, or some ancestor cloth which are protecting you. You can have, or you can also have the crystal stones, like I did that video about the tiger's eye crystal stone, where I told you that it is also a stone of protection. If you are holding it, maybe you put it in your pocket or in your bag, or maybe you are wearing it as a bracelet or anything, it is protecting you. Okay, so they want you to be strong, so that you'll be able to receive messages from them. You'll be able to communicate with other spirits. Sometimes you might find that okay, in most cases you find that the psychic, they sometimes work as detective they call them psychic detectives, where they work hand in hand with detectives, policemen, and etc., so that they will be able to trace or to track down like missing people. Sometimes a person who has been killed in a brutal way, they don't know where this person is, or maybe they didn't find the body. A psychic will be able to track where the body has been buried. Or sometimes they can, even if they have the body, a psychic will be able to track down the people who did this. They don't know who the killer was, but a psychic, through their powers, they'll be able to know. Their spiritual guides, their ancestors will show them what really happened during that day. How did this person die, and who killed this person? And this sometimes helps in, if you find that there is a house and this house is haunted, maybe it has a bad spirit, negative energies, or entities, or even demons. A psychic can come and help in that type of house. They will come and detect the type of spirit which is there, the type of ghost or energy or entity which is there, and they will be able to communicate with that spirit. And then they will know if this, and with their powers, they'll be able to say their prayers, or whatever they do their cleansing, to chase away the spirit, or even to to bring the spirit into the light, so that the spirit will go into the afterlife. So normally, like, this is a spirit which is trapped, it is not able to move into the other side, so they can help a lot with that. And if they find that this is a very negative spirit, a dangerous spirit, they can just tell you that, you know what, your house, the way it is haunted, there's nothing we can do. The best thing to do is just to, move from this house. And then you'll know that there's nothing that I can do. All I have to do is just to take my belongings and get out of this house. So they have so many ways in which they work differently in many ways, and all what they want power, they want strength. For them to be able to work, they need protection. So if you are a psychic or you have the psychic gift, make sure that you protect yourself from time to time. They also say respect your physical body. For your spiritual gift to work properly, for you to be able to receive the message from the other side, you must make sure that your chakras are opened. You must make sure that you eat the right food. They want you to detox. They want you to do cleansing from time to time. As you are cleansed, you'll be able to receive the messages. You'll be able to work. And as you are cleansed, the other spirits which you are, you sometimes you communicate with or you come in contact with, they won't affect you. They won't possess you. They won't attack you. You are protected. And they also want you to have some time, for yourself. Get some time, even if it's 30 minutes, 50 minutes, or an hour a day, just to connect to your soul. Get some time to meditate. Get some time to have a walk in the park. Get that fresh air. This is what they want you to do. The more you ground yourself, is the more that the spiritual gift, it opens, it becomes more active, it becomes enhanced, and you are able to work, in a situation which is protected by the light. You are able to receive those messages. The messages will also be delivered to you through the dreams, through the visions, intuitions, senses, and feelings as well, and through thoughts as well. And the messages will also come to you by means of objects. That feather, that stone, it means something. So this type of people, they're able to understand what is the message behind that feather, what is the message behind this stone. So if you do, let's say if you don't have the psychic gift, but you chose pile number 2, it means that you are protected by the ancestors who have the psychic gift. They will still come to you through the dreams. They will still, protect you from time to time. They will still send you blessings. For you to receive those blessings, to receive that protection, make sure that you cleanse yourself. All they're saying is that protect yourself and respect your body as well. Ancestors, they don't want a person who moves from one relationship to another, constantly. They don't want a person who is involved in many relationships at the same time. Automatically, you are inviting negative energies into your life. You are getting too many negative energies from all the partners that you go, from one to another. They don't want that. So it means that you are surrounding yourself with the dark energy. So make sure that you respect yourself, you respect your body, cleanse yourself from time to time, eat the right food, get some fresh air, take a walk in the park, do some meditation, have some time to connect to your soul. Thank you, guys. For those who chose pile number 2, I wish you many blessings. Okay, now moving to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is the one with the talisman of protection. I'm getting a message which comes from the male and female ancestors. The message says, begin writing now. And it also says, get into nature. Okay, guys, I want you to know that as people, as we are created by God, I want you to know that God has blessings for all of us. And we have different talents. And our ancestors, when they give us blessings, they also give us different blessings, and our blessings will come in different ways. Yes, for some, the blessing will come in the form of money. But remember, your ancestors will never put money in the house. And when you wake up, you find that money lying there. No, they will never do that. But your ancestors wanted to work for your money. Even God wants us to work for our money. So the gift which they give to us, or the talent which they give to us, will determine our blessings, or will determine the money which is going to come to us from our spiritual guides and our ancestors. Sometimes they can give you a certain type of work where you find that, okay, you become employed in this company, your salary is very good. This is what they give to you. For some, you'll find that the gift or their money, their blessing will come through betting of lotto. This person go and bet only one, I mean, one set of, or one row of lotto, and then immediately they win millions. This is how they're being blessed by their spiritual guides. For some, you might find that your ancestors, they will never give you money through lotto, powerball, or any type of betting. They want you to work for your money. They want you to work for your money. So normally your ancestors and your spiritual guides will come to you in the dreams. They will show you, let's say maybe they want you to have some business. Your ancestors used to have business during that time. So they will show you the type of business they want you to do, meaning that your money, your blessings will come through that business. So what you're going to do, when you're ready to start with the business, you're going to tell them that, okay, I'm ready, or I've started, and then please bless my business. And then they will bless it. You'll see how fast it is going to grow. Your business will bring you wealth. For some people, for those ones who fall under pile number 3, I'm also getting people who have creative ideas, artistic people. Your ancestors will give you the gift based on what they used to do during that time. They say, begin writing now. Begin writing now. Sometimes you find that they're sending you all those messages, or they're giving you stories in the dreams. You always have these dreams, you just take them for granted. It's just a dream. You don't care about it. Only to find out that your ancestor wanted you to write that story down. Writing that story, publishing that book, is something which is going to bring you wealth. You keep on ignoring it, you'll be poor for the rest of your life. Remember, when they give you all this, they're not doing it only for you. They're doing it also for your coming generations. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to start writing those things down. You can write them and, write some books or a journal or whatever you can write. Start writing for yourself first. You don't have to go and attend a certain type of school or, for writing. No. This is the gift which is given to you by your ancestors. Start writing. Start doing that. This is where your blessing will come from. Yes, some have been given the gift of singing. They can sing very well. And when you are singing, your ancestors becomes very happy. They dance when you sing. So this is the gift which they gave to you. Practice singing, because this is your gift. And, they will give you some songs in the dreams. You'll have a dream where you see yourself singing. And even when you wake up, you'll still remember that song. Write it down. This is the song which is given to you by your spiritual guides. Sometimes the song, they don't even come when you're sleeping. You're just sitting there and automatically, a song start coming in your thoughts. You're singing this song in your thoughts. Write it down, record it so that you don't forget it, and work on it. Maybe your ancestors, they want you to be a singer. Sometimes your gift will come through acting. You find that you are a good actor. You can mimic other people's voices. This is your gift. Start doing acting, and your spiritual guides will be there by your side. You'll see you're going to grow within your gift. They also want you to pay attention to nature. As a creative person, you must be connected to nature. Sometimes you find that you have the gift of drawing. You know how to draw things exactly as they are. As you take a walk in the park or in the forest, when you see that mountain, they gave you the gift to draw. Start drawing those things. This is where your money will come from. Sometimes you are walking in the park, and this bird comes flying next to you. This is a sign. Sit down and start drawing this bird. They want you to draw this picture, and you are going to sell this picture. And this picture it is going, to make you famous. It is going to bring you financial gain. It is going to bring you abundance. And as you connect yourself to nature, as you ground yourself, this is where this creativity gift will open, and you'll start seeing more things. And the more you do this, the more you practice drawing, is the more excellent you're going to become. As you get yourself into nature, when you take a walk in the park, you breathe that fresh air. This is also cleansing you, because you are getting the fresh air. So this fresh air, it helps in recharging your energy, and you're going to feel very good. And this is a good experience, as you are, experiencing the world as it is. You are experiencing nature. Take a walk by that river. Look at that river. Look at that sea. So they want you to take look around everything which is surrounding you. Nature gives us so many things. It gives us food. It gives us clothes. It gives us so many things. And they also want you to eat the right food, because as you eat the right food, this food which you are eating, it also enhances your chakras, and therefore you are able to receive those messages from your ancestors. Now moving to the last pile, which is pile number 4. Pile number 4 is the one with the tiger's eye stone. I have the messages here for you guys. This message comes from the ancestors. It's both the males and the female ancestors. It says spirit guides, and it also talks about family connections. So here, your spiritual guides, they want you to pay attention to the spirits. So your spiritual guides will come to you in many ways. Sometimes they can come to you as animal totems. So for the people who chose pile number 4, it shows that you might have a gift where you will communicate with other spirits. It can be animal spirits. It can be any type of spirits. You have the ability to communicate with them. You can hear when they talk to you, and you are able to send or to deliver the message to the people concerned. So you must listen to, to the song of the birds. You must listen to your intuition, because as you see those, it can be an object, it can be an animal. It will depend on how your spiritual guides are coming to you. As you see that object or that animal, immediately they will give you the message behind that object or that animal which you are saying. And if this message is for you, then you'll know what you need to do. Sometimes that message can be for someone else. Immediately, your intuition will tell you. Or even if they don't talk to you through the intuition at that moment, when you go to sleep, you can still ask them before you sleep the meaning behind those, whatever you've seen, that animal or those object. A totem animal, it's a spirit guide which will stay with you, for the rest of your life. Or sometimes it can come and go. Sometimes it can be, many types of animal totems. So this is a symbol from your spiritual guides. They are a symbol that they are right there next to you. Sometimes you find that this bird, it keeps on coming, at my window every day. Around 6 o'clock, it comes, it wakes me up every day. This is how your spiritual guides will come to you. And sometimes you find that maybe you are walking somewhere on the street, and then there's this bird which will always come to you, or sometimes a butterfly. This message can be something about, your journey. It can be something about what they want you to do, anything about your spirituality. You must listen to them. Sometimes this message can be something about your protection. It can be about, how you're going to acquire your blessings, your wealth, or it can be about what they want you to do. Sometimes this message is not only for you. This is a message for someone else. All you need to do is to listen to that intuition. Yes, sometimes you can see these animals in the dreams. You need to know what these animals mean. And yes, sometimes, like I've said, it can be your ancestors' animal totem, where you find that it's even maybe like a clan name. And you know that every time in the dream when you see this lion, you know that this is part of your ancestors' clan names. And you're going to check on the reaction of that animal which you see in the dream. What is that animal doing? Is it attacking you? Is it angry? Then you need to know that your spiritual guides are angry about something. Immediately listen to the intuition and the thoughts. You will know what is wrong. What is it which you are doing wrong? Immediately check around your surroundings. What is it which you just did? Which is, you'll know immediately that, you know what, I ate this and I was not supposed to eat it. Or I've done 1, 2, 3 some minutes ago or 5 hours ago and I was not supposed to do this. They are not happy about me, about my behavior or the way I conduct myself. Then you need to know that you must stop doing those things and you must ask for forgiveness so that they don't turn their backs on you. Because once they do that, they take all the blessings which they've already given to you. So all you need to do is to make attempt to hear when they talk to you. You must, feel and sense your ancestors when they are around you. You'll have some signs. You'll know that, oh, right, they are right here by my side right now. Your ancestors also want you to take care of them. They want you to feed them. At their appeasement space, even if you don't have a spiritual gift, go there every day if it's possible. Every day in the morning, go at the appeasement space, kneel down and talk to your spiritual guides, talk to your ancestors. Give them sniff to sniff. Give them water to drink. And your spiritual guides, your ancestors, they'll be very happy and they will bless you as well. Inside your house, in your altar, at your altar, in your bedroom, maybe that nice table, you put a very nice cloth on top of it, you put your candles, some stones, your Bible, put a glass of water and start your prayers. Call upon your spiritual guides. Call upon your guardian angels. Take a little bit of snuff, pour it inside that glass of water. As you put it there, you are giving it to your spiritual guides to drink and quench their thirst. Sometimes put some, some sweets or anything which you are eating, a piece of it, put it there in a sauce and say to them, this is the food which I'm giving to you. Enjoy this food. Obviously, they won't eat it physically, but spiritually they will eat it because they will enjoy, smelling that delicious smell of the food which you are giving to them. And the more you do this is the more that you make them happy because you are feeding them and you make them happy, therefore they will bless you. Go to the cemetery from time to time, maybe a few times a year. Go there, clean the space so that they are sitting in a surrounding which is very, very clean. Don't let your ancestors stay in a filthy place. No, otherwise they will turn their back on you. Go there, clean the space, clean the tombstones. After that, light a white candle and start saying your prayers. Give them some water, give them some snuff, give them some flowers. It can be fresh flowers, it can be artificial flowers. And as you do this, it means that you are taking care of them and they will take care of you. Do not forget where you come from. Do not forget about your spirituality. Do not forget about your tradition. Do not forget about your culture. Do not forget about your ancestors. So this is the message which I'm getting for the people, which was pile number 4. And I wish you many blessings.